So the first app that I want to show you that I discovered is an app called Manikin. It helps to replace the old movable mannequin sculptures that a lot of us have used for years to teach figure drawing in motion. Figure drawing is not one of my strengths as a teacher. Certainly showing the body in different perspectives, or movements or interactions between two people, that is not something that I'm able to envision without looking at a model. In the years past, I've tried to accumulate some of these for my classroom, but they do tend to fall apart, and there's just never been enough to go around. Manikin is really neat. It has a lot more capability than the old wooden mannequins. When we click on the app here, from the student perspective, either a mannequin will appear first for them to use, or they will use the plus sign to add a mannequin, okay? The next capability is that you can drag first to start the movement, or you can drag individual parts of the body to create those positions. It's really intuitive, a little bit of clicking around and your kids are going to figure it out. You can move the joints. See if I can do the football catch that all of my boys are wanting to draw. Okay, that might be close. You'll notice as I drag my finger around the screen, you can change the perspective as well, which is something that I find really challenging while looking at the mannequin, having them envision that perspective. So the bird's eye view or from behind a character. Two fingers will enlarge a section if needed. Okay, the other capability that I really like is if you click the gear and these options here, the empty raindrop will help your students envision those contour lines or the outline. Can still move it around and change perspectives. The solid raindrop shape is going to help them look at shapes. So if you're trying to break down a complex object into smaller shapes, that's going to really help with that. The other opportunity is that the image can be downloaded. So the download icon here will allow the student to share this to you if it's part of an exit ticket or a planning session. They can share it to a friend if they're strategizing something to work on together, or they can save it as an image right onto their iPad. Perhaps they're not finished with their drawing and want to save that for next time. The next thing that I think is pretty neat is that if you click the plus sign, you can select a second character. And they do have different sizes. So I think I've clicked on the child's size. Oh, he's flying, I guess. And that way the two characters can interact. So if you're showing a fight scene or your superhero battles or a dance party, it's nice to be able to have those two characters, and then you can turn to change the perspective of both characters at the same time. The arrows that are popping up here are indicating that I can change the rotation of those joints. There's a ton of capabilities. You can even change the colors of the different parts of the body if you wanted to. That might be a little more clicking around than I would need my students to do. Let's see, one more character. There we go. So that was, it looks like a smaller figure form, but you do have the larger forms available as well.